Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you've come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing and swatching this new Huda Beauty Icy Nude eyeshadow palette. It's an 18 pan palette. It has a 24-month shelf life, and it was made in Italy. This is supposed to be Huda's last large palette. This palette retails for $69. This is what the palette looks like. It's actually a very beautiful palette. It's simple, but it's pretty. Like, I like her new logo. It does have a more cheaper feel to me. I like the other logo that she had, but this one is nice. It just gives the products a cheaper feel. But I love the shininess of the palette. I love the beautiful, sexy brown taupey color, because to me this is brown and this is more like a taupey nude kind of color. I love these embossed silver letters. It has a very icy feel. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful palette. Let me show you what it looks like inside. Now, my first impression when I opened this palette, I was like, this looks a little cheap to me. But I think it was the look that they were going for. Not a cheap look, but a more icy kind of look. I did swatch a few of these shades. I don't know if you guys could see. I was really trying to get a feel on whether I was going to review this for you guys. Because it's her last palette, I was like, well, maybe I need to have it. So hopefully you guys want to see the swatches and also the eye look that I'm going to create with this palette. I'll probably do a face full of products that I used to love. To me, like, I have so much makeup and a lot of times I don't get a chance to use it. I'd rather do an eye look and then do a face. So if you guys have any questions about what I'm wearing, if you happen to love the look, I want to be able to identify the product. So that's why I just love doing, you know, the swatches, the eye look, and then the full face, just to show you guys. So I know it makes the video a little bit longer, but that's the way I like it. I hope that you guys enjoy that as well. I'm going to start the swatches. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swatch first, and then we're going to go from there. Okay, so this palette is very heavy. It has a peel and stick label on the back. Definition: Icy Nude is taking steps to new levels. This modern wearable palette is packed with matte eyeshadows in shades of nudes, browns, grays, and pinks, contrasting against icy and sparkly pinks and silvers. A multi-chromatic white and platinum biodegradable glitter eye topper for extra attitude. A 24-month shelf life, and it retails for $69. It's very heavy. Like, this is all metal. Inside where the shades are, it has like a clear plastic overlay. To me, it makes the palette look kind of cheap. I don't know, like, I get a kind of luxe but kind of cheap feel from this, and I guess it's really supposed to represent the iciness of the palette, so that's why they have it looking more silver and metallic. So I'm gonna go with that. But it's a very sturdy palette. It has a really nice mirror in it. I want you guys to see the mess on my desk, but that's it. And it has a film, like a clear film over it. It's actually, if you can see, part of the mirror. So that's wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna start the swatches, guys. This palette received 5 stars on the Sephora website. Okay, so it says intensely pigmented, a variety of textures, smooth application, blendable and buildable. The shades are as follows: 1 dual chrome metallic, a shimmery metallic, supercharged multi-chromatic glow. 1 biodegradable glitter, plant-based biodegradable glitter for instant sparkle. 2 trio chromes, luxurious crushed flakes for serious shimmer. 3 foiled shimmers, softly blended with fine pearls for a foil effect. 11 velvety mattes, powerfully pigmented and very soft for a seamless suede finish. For some reason, I can't find what these shadows are. Anyway, they do have names on it. I don't know if you guys can see that in like black lettering. It tells you what the names are. Usually with most eyeshadow palettes, it would tell you what each shadow is. I'm gonna start with the first one, which is Iced Out. It is gorgeous. Let's see. Oh, that is so pretty, guys. Okay, the next one is called High Life. It doesn't have a description, but it's like a taupey. It's like a taupey pink to me. Very nice. This is a very cool tone palette. It has like 1 or 2 warm shades in it, but mostly it's a cool tone palette. This one is shade Platinum. Oh my god, that is freaking gorgeous. This one is called Unapologetic. This is a matte, like a matte reddish brown. Go over it one more time. That's a pretty shade. Okay, then we have Faux Fur. That's a nice cool tone. This is a nice warm tone brown. And then we have Gold Standards. That's the top row. The next one is a white shade called Avalanche. It has like a greenish shift to me. That's what I see. This one is called Aurora. It's a pretty sparkly pink. And then we have VVS. This one is, I think, the biodegradable one that she was talking about. Look how chunky it is. Do you see the texture? Yeah, I don't know how that would be on somebody's eye. It definitely is beautiful. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. It's like a wet kind of formula. Like really wet. I don't think I ever seen anything like that before. Okay, this next shade is called Poise, which is like a taupey gray. I've been into cool tone palettes since I tried the Makeup by Mario. This one is called She's Rich with 3 eyes, R-I-I-C-H. I'm gonna go on this side. This is like a blackish kind of brown, like a really deep cool tone blackish brown. That's the darkest shade in the palette. And then we have Cold Plunge. Nice. There's so many palettes that are coming out with these cool tones that if you have one, like, do you really need all of them? It'll have a pop of a different color. So you're like, oh, I like that color, but is it really necessary? Okay, so we have 6 more shades. This one is called IDGAF. It's like a really light pink. I don't know if you could tell that's a pink, but it's pink. And this one is called Bling. This one is like a, I don't know, you can feel the glitter in it, but it's a light feeling, but you feel the glitter. That is so pretty. Now I don't know if these would fall down on your face. They probably would. Okay, then we have this one called Oneself. This looks very similar to this and to this. Okay, Diamond Dew. This is another wet formula. It's a soft wet formula. It's actually like that VVS formula. They're both wet and movable. So, I mean, that's gorgeous though. Do you see that? Wow. This would be a great palette for like New Year's Eve, or even if you're going to like a holiday party. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, let's see. The next one is called Lavish, which is like a mauvey pink, a light mauvey pink. And I really don't understand how she don't have descriptions anywhere. And I looked in 2 different places. And the last one is called First Class, which is like a peachy nude. Now, just looking at these swatches, so many of these shades look alike, like these lighter shades. I don't know necessarily if you have a cool tone palette if you need all of these shades. Now, it's these other 7 shades that really make the palette. So, I don't know. We're going to do the best that we can doing a look for this though. Okay. I'm going to use this P. Louise base in shade 02. We just want our shadows to show up as light as they can. You very rarely see people wearing these P. Louise base anymore. Hopefully the color of this base will let our shadows show up the way we need them to. These are very creamy and nice. I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is called Lavish. I'm gonna try it in my transition area. So these shades have some kickback, that they do. Let's see. I'm gonna tell you what brush this is. This is the MAC 222. That's a pretty pink shade because we can see the pink is definitely showing up. Nicely pigmented. Can you guys see that pink? It's so pretty. And it's definitely a shade that you wouldn't think about wearing. But because this is an icy palette, that shade is so pretty. Let's see how much we can build it up, because we want to make sure this palette is worth $69 and worth purchasing. Now, I know that I didn't mention the sale, so while I'm building this eye up, I'm going to tell you about it. Right now, as I'm filming this video, the Sephora fall/holiday savings event is going on. This sale started on 11/1 and it's going to 11/11. If you are a VIB Rouge, you get to shop from the 1st to the 11th and you will receive your 20% off. If you're a VIB, you'll receive 15% off from 11/5 to 11/11. And if you are a insider, you'll receive 10% off from 11/5 to 11/11. So I definitely want to get this video out before the sale started for everybody. So right now, I'm gonna use this shade right here called One Self. It's a light gray, a light matte gray. And I'm gonna take this and just blend this out up here. So yeah, so the Sephora collection is on sale for 30% off for everybody during the whole sale. It doesn't make a difference whether you are an insider or not. It's on sale for 30% off. They have a lot of really good products. I picked up some more of their products during the sale. I will be doing a haul for you guys coming up. I'm just trying to wait for the rest of my stuff to come. I do have a decent amount of stuff. I'm not keeping everything because I spent so much money, but yeah. So that sale is going on now. So I just wanted to remind you guys that if you want to shop the sale, those are the dates, and I will have it on the screen so that you can see it. So far I'm really liking this pink. I like that. It's different. It's very different. And it's so weird because that's the deepest pink that they have in this palette. I think that's this shade right here. Yeah. So I want to try this white shade. This is the Smith 235 brush. I'm going to go into this shade called Avalanche. The brush looks like it's not clean, but it is. And I just want to go in here and put this Avalanche shade. Now these mattes, they have a lot of kickback. Let me go back into this pink again. I mean, like, it's really a white, but it don't look like it's staying. I hate when you have a shadow that's so light that it just doesn't really want to stay in place. Guys, we have to trust the process because I know this is looking really weird right now, but we're going to see what we can do. I'm going to take this brush right here. This is the V206 brush by Morphe, and I'm going to go into this shade Apologetic and put it into the outer crease area. I mean the outer corner. It's a really pretty shade. It's like a warm brown. I like the blend. Like, they're blended in very nice together. I'm going back into the first color just to blend this transition area. I like that. So far so good. It's different. Now I'm going to take this Unapologetic color and I'm going to go into the color She's Rich. And I'm going to mix those two together in this outer corner. Just to give it a little more. Yeah. I like that. Okay. I'm going to go off camera and bring this eye to where this eye is. We're going to start with our sparkle and metallic shades. Okay. We're going to go into the white shade Avalanche and tap it here. I like that shade. It's definitely a shade that you have to tap on. because if you rub it, it's rubbing off. So you have to tap it on. It's very soft. I'm going to take this brush right here, the Sedona 941, and I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Aurora, and put this on the lid. I didn't see nothing happen. This one is just like a regular shimmer. I'm going to use my fingertip. It's a nice shade, but I don't know. I think that pink shade is very pretty. Let me see if I can use this brush now and get some more. Yeah, such a pretty pink shade. I think that's gorgeous. So pretty and very icy. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into this shade called Platinum. Let me show you what it looks like. It's the same formula as the pink one. Yeah, let's see if we can get some brightness. That is a really pretty shade. This is definitely a messy palette. I'm going to put a lash on and a liner, and then we're gonna finish everything. But that's what we have so far. What do you guys think? I'm gonna try this shade right here, Diamond Dew, on the lids. Let's see, it's a really soft putty. Let me put the lashes on and clean this off my face. Okay, so this is what our eyes is looking like so far. I've been pulling stuff out of my stash. I have so much makeup, guys, so much makeup, and I was talking about primers, and I was saying how I'm looking for a new primer, and I have 3 primers right here that I've had. They still have them in Sephora. This is the Gucci Serum Debut Mattifying Shine Control Primer. Then we have the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer, and we have the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Featherweight Protective Primer. So today I think I'm going to use the Gucci. I remember loving this Gucci primer. Like, I really loved it. So I'm going to use this and see how it smells. It smells good, I know that. It has a thick consistency and it gets a little tacky. And it feels not lotiony, more, it's thicker than a lotion, but not as thick as a cream, if that makes sense. I remember loving this, and I remember loving the Gucci foundation. Now, I have the Gucci foundation, right? But I don't have the newer one. I have the older one, and they're so expensive that I'm gonna use that up before I buy another one. It just doesn't make any sense. They're 2 full bottles. Well, yeah, almost full. But I bought 2 shades because I ordered them online. One was too light and one was too dark. So if I mix them together, then I got a good shade. So I liked it. The formula was wonderful. This gives a nice tacky feel on the face. Okay, we're gonna use this Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. I have shade 15. I rushed to get this when it first came out, and I remember loving it. Now, I had a choice between this and the Fenty Beauty. Maybe I'll do the Fenty Beauty. Yeah, okay, I'll do the Fenty Beauty because it's gonna give me a more glam look. It's more of a full to medium coverage. So this is shade 445. When I first got this foundation, guys, I bought 3 different shades, right? Because I was like, oh, that's not my shade. Now, mind you, 445 was my original shade that I had. But I was like, it looked different. I think they changed the shades. Well, lo and behold, 3 or 4 shades later, and it was my shade. So yeah, so that's what the shade looks like. Nice and neutral. Hopefully it's gonna be perfect. Oh, it does have a light, like a light scent. I don't think that's the brush smelling like that. But yeah, this, I love the finish of this. It looks gorgeous on the skin, and If you have oily skin, you just gotta prep your skin properly, because if not, you will have an oil beard by the end of the day. I found so many products that I have, that I bought, that I never tried, and I was like, this is crazy. Or if I tried it, I tried it one time. I have to start using these foundations at least one more time so I can get a feel of which ones I want to keep and which ones I am gonna get rid of. I want to do a declutter video, right? And I think I want to do each product separately until I get down to a small amount, because I have, no, kid you not, guys, I want to say I have at least 100 bottles of foundation. If not 100, very close to 100, which is ridiculous. So yeah, I gotta do something, because every year it's just more and more stuff coming out. And I probably have, I'm gonna say about 80 or more eyeshadow palettes. This is so beautiful, guys. It looks so skin-like. Such a perfect shade. Look at how beautiful that looks on the skin. I'm loving that. I'm gonna use these Tower 28 concealers. I've been trying to get to like these. I don't dislike them anymore, but I don't love them. This is shades Samo and Pally. That's what we're using. I think this looks so nice. It's got like a golden look to it, but it definitely blends in with the undertones of my neck. I think that primer has the skin looking very nice and very smooth. Now this is definitely a nice moisturizing medium to full coverage concealer. Now this is the shade Pally. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this one on because it's pretty bright. I really want to love these. I don't dislike them, but I don't love them. Let's see. Maybe I'll feel different today. Let's see how they blend in. But I'm really liking the shade of this Fenty Soft Lit foundation. Lifelike, beautiful, glowy look on the face. It blended out really, really nicely. The under eyes look nice and smooth. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sometimes I like stuff and I don't. Sometimes I don't. I think it looks gorgeous. And I think it blended in perfectly with what we have going on our face foundation wise. Just really complementary shades to what we have on. Okay, I'm gonna set my under eyes. I'm gonna use these Hourglass powders because I like them. The Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder. I have it in shade translucent medium and medium deep. I really, really like these. See how they just give a really nice amount of brightness to the under eye. Brightness and smoothness. Look at the difference in the eyes. Gorgeous. I'm gonna set every place that I put concealer. It just looks so, so good. It really does. I tried this bronzer on the other day. The foundation was too dark, so I think it's gonna work with this one. Can we see that? Yep. This is the Rare Beauty bronzer in the shade On the Horizon. Now this is definitely a bronzer because it's got an orangey red kind of look to it. It's nice and creamy with this brush. I want to say this is like the V, yep, 106. That's what I thought, by Morphe. I really like these brushes by Morphe. Do we see that bronzer? How pretty it looks on the skin. So, so pretty. And definitely bronze. This is the medium deep Hourglass powder. And I'm just gonna set everything with this. That is so pretty. Let me bronze my nose. You know I'm loving this new brush now. I'm gonna take a little bit of this bronzer from Rare Beauty and bronze my nose with it. We'll contour it. Not really bronze it, contour it. I have this Patrick Ta bronzer, and I think I'm gonna do a little bit of this bronzer on my face. It's a little bit darker. This is the powder. This is She's Defined. Do we like that? I really like this one. It just gives a nice amount of definition to the skin. I'm going into the Sephora bronzer. To me, it's a little bit darker. It's gonna give me, yep, it's giving me what I need. It just has that nice, deep, purpley look that I like. It just gives a nice, defined look. Just look at that. Look at the difference. This is one of the bronzers that I told you guys to pick up, and it's on sale for 30% off. You cannot go wrong with this bronzer. Do you see? Do you see how it just defined my nose? I'm gonna put a little bit on my cheeks too. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And maybe some under the chin until I can get this chin under control. It's my fault. I can't blame anybody else but myself. And now that it's about to get a little cooler, I just love this skin. The skin looks so pretty. I'm just gonna set the under eyes with this powder. I really wanted to use a different powder because I used this one the other day, but this is what I have out, so this is what we're gonna use. This is the Laura Mercier Honey powder. This is the medium deep, and this one was the honey. This video is gonna be long, guys. I hope you are enjoying this video, and please let me know what you think of this makeup. If you guys have made it this far in the video, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do with these under eyes real fast. Let's go back into this palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is Faux Fur and Unapologetic, and smoke out under my eye. And I want to just connect it to this side over here. I like that. I just wanted to smoke it out just a little bit and just bring it all around and together. Okay, I'm gonna use this right here. This House Labs Beige Matte for the waterline. Let's put a little mascara on. I have this mascara right here. I'm gonna keep using it because I have it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury's Exaggerate Eyes. I think I was able to get it to show up on my lower lashes because of the shape of the wand. That's what it looks like. It's a glass bottle. I know I told you that before, but I do love the fact that it's a curved wand, but I can use the back and really get my lashes. I like it. Like, it really shows up. It's nice and black. It definitely shows up. That I can say. I'm gonna use this Gucci face powder, shade 13. I think this powder retails for like 60 bucks. We're gonna use this to just bring everything to one, and then I'm gonna spray it. I think when I bought this, I didn't use it because I felt like it was a little too light for my face. We're gonna see today what it's looking like, but so far it's actually looking pretty good, and the face looks nice and smooth. Really nice. I think that looks nice. Let me pat this in. I did not put any liquid blush on. The skin looks gorgeous. It really does. I want to spray. I'm gonna use this LYS spray that I've been talking about. That is the bottle. Let's see. It's such a fine mister that you don't even feel it on your face. Let me go get my fan so I can dry my face. So our face is looking good. And I think I'm gonna go into this One Size Cheek Clapper blush and see how that looks on our cheeks. I'm gonna use this middle shade, which is Yes Sir, and put that on our cheeks. Yeah, that's pretty. That is actually really pretty. So pretty. Wow, is that like mold? And I never even used that. Do you see that? Wow. I think I may have tried it one time. That's crazy. I don't even want to use anything else. The dry powder is probably good, but the highlighter, not the cream, the highlighter. And that didn't happen to any of my other shades. I wonder if anybody else had that happen to their pink. This was one of the last shades that came out, this Heat Seeker. I think that's what it's called. Attention Seeker. Definitely a gorgeous shade of pink. And look at the skin from that primer, guys. Gorgeous. I'm gonna use this pink highlighter, but this other one looks contaminated. It really does. This is what happens when you use, I'm telling you, I used it one time. You could look at it and see it hasn't even really been used like that. That pink is so pretty. That is so gorgeous. So I feel like I need the white also. I need a little bit more of this blush. That is gorgeous. Okay, let me see. This is really, really pink. I'm gonna put a little bit of this Moonstone on. That's this from House Labs. I just needed to put the ice back. Yeah, see? See how that just really, okay. I'm telling you, this Moonstone, guys, if you don't have it and you love highlighter like I do, you see how it just really just puts the iciness back to the look, since this is supposed to be like an icy face look. And I don't know what we're gonna do for a lip yet, but this is so pretty. Gorgeous. Okay, now let's see. This is pretty. That's a pink lip. Okay, let's wipe this off and let's see what we can do with this. This is shade number 10. It's just a gorgeous shade. Gorgeous. I like that. So pretty. You see how pigmented this is? This is gorgeous. That is so pretty, guys. Let me put a liner on. Okay, I'm gonna use this Anastasia of Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Blackberry. Why does it look gray? Do you see that? But when you put it on the hand, it doesn't. Okay, let's see. That is so pretty. This is really pretty. And mind you, this is Sephora's lipstick, shade number 10. Put a little bit more on. I'm going to spray my face one more time. I want to put a little bit of gloss on, just right here. We're going to put this Anastasia Guava lip gloss on. See how I messed up my doggone. This is why I don't like to put it on my lips. You just gotta make sure that you wipe it off before you dip it back in there. I'm gonna spray one more time. I'm gonna use this shade right here. This shade is called Iced Out. I'm gonna take this shade up here and just go here. Just kind of blends it out a little bit. That one is shade Poised. Okay, Poised and Highlight. I'm gonna mix that because I think I made a mistake. I'm going to just comb my hair. I'm gonna come back and give you my thoughts on this makeup. I'm not gonna go over everything that we use on our face because this video is gonna be super long. What I will do is I will link everything and list it below, but I'm gonna come back and just give you my thoughts really fast. Let me just comb my hair. Okay guys, I'm back, and this is what our finished look is looking like. Our face, to me, I always think that it looks ashy, but I think it's gonna look beautiful. I think the makeup looks very nice. The skin looks gorgeous. I used that Gucci primer on my face. I had this primer for the longest. Like, I have to put some of these primers to use, so I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna have a lot of primers on my desk. for me to use. Let me talk about the palette because that's what this video is about. This video is really about this Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette. Oh, this palette retails for $69. It has 18 shades, 11 matte shades, and 7 specialty shades. So you have like duochromes and biodegradable stuff, just different stuff. Anyway, I think the palette is a nice palette. I think that the eyes came out very, very nice. To me, if you have a palette that is similar to this, you don't need this palette. I do have some other palettes that I'm going to come back in another video and compare this palette to. But this palette is $69, and to me, you're really paying for a bunch of nude shades. You have 7 shades. Okay. Oh, most of them rubbed off already. Okay, let me just go over this palette. So this was a gorgeous shade. It's what I have in my inner corner. Now, I love the way the inner corner looks. It really looks gorgeous. It matches with the blush on my face and with the highlighter. So I do like this shade. It's like a glow from within. So that shade is beautiful. The mattes were very nice, very blendable. They blended in nicely together. So if you don't have a palette that is like this, if you don't have something with these shades in it and you feel like this is something that you would get good use out of, then I say yes. But if you're a deeper skin tone like I am, I mean, I do see some looks that you could do with this palette, and I could see it. Okay, let me look at it again, because the more I look at it, the more I like it. I think it's a nice palette. I love the fact that she mixed warm and cool tone shades. I also love the fact that I see quite a few looks that can be done with this palette. So I'm not going to say it's not a good palette, because it really is a nice palette. These specialty shades, they're wet, but they showed up nice on the eyes. Look how beautiful the eyes look. So I think that if you're a person that loves eyeshadow palettes and you're into versatility and you like a good color story, no matter if it's a warm tone or cool tone, and in this palette, she actually mixed warm tones and cool tones. So it's a beautiful palette. I love it. I didn't see a lot of women of deeper skin tones reviewing this, and I look for it. So hopefully we'll see more people, because a lot of people was like, no, I'm not going to get it. But I really do like the palette. I like the formulas of the mattes. They blend it in beautifully. Yes, they have some kickback, but it's nothing crazy. And I just really am looking at these buttery shades, and I think it's so nice. And I love that she has 3 like metallics, which is this gold standard, this one right here, which is platinum, and bling. Oh, no, these 3, this one, and this one. And this one is more of a chunky, glittery kind of shadow. And this one, these 2 are wet. But it's still really nice color story. I can see some really nice looks being made with this palette. So yeah, I think it's nice. If you like it, get it while it's on sale, because it's even better when it's on sale. Very nice palette. I love the color story. I just love the way my eyes look. Everything looks beautiful. Now maybe I might feel different when I go back and I'm editing, but right now I really love it. So hopefully you guys do too. I'm going to list and link everything below that I use on my face, because we have a super long video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you love this makeup. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this palette. Is it something that you would buy? Would you wear these shades? Of course you would. Anybody that wears eyeshadow would wear these shades. We have nice mattes, warm tones, cool tones. It's not many palettes that has that. I think it's a beautiful palette. I like the shimmers. I think they look beautiful on the skin. I can't wait to do more looks with this palette for you guys. Hopefully I can get at least one more done before the sale is over. Yeah, but I like it. I'm happy with it. I think everything came out beautiful. The skin looks gorgeous. This Fenty Beauty foundation looks gorgeous on the skin. I think it's a perfect shade for me. Like, the color is just so good. Everything that we put on our skin is gorgeous. The skin looks really, really gorgeous, guys. Let me know your thoughts. I love this eyeshadow palette. I love the way the makeup looks. We could do a different color lip. It didn't necessarily have to be pink, but that's just what I picked because we had pink tones in our eyes. And I think it's a nice color. And I like the kind of purpley hue of the lip. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please click on another video and continue watching. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much, my precious jewels. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay.